Hello everyone, this is the part 6 of our leg rigging tutorial. In this part we are going to add stretching bones on the leg. So this will be the final part of our leg tutorial. We will have finished the fundamental rig system for the legs. After that we can always improve our rig by creating helper bones and things like that, or adding a muscle deformation or things like that. So let's start. Let's create a stretching system. So let's hide these bones. Let's go into the edit mode. Let's duplicate this deformation bone. Shift D, scale, more scale, okay. So uncheck the deform, and now right click and subdivide 2 times, okay, and clear the parent. Alt P, clear parent, okay, very nice. I think these bones are inverse. Yeah, they are inverse. Let me people, we must switch direction. Okay, switch direction. Nice. Now you can see they're looking the other way. Okay, let's scale. Let me unhide the 2 bone deformation system. This middle stretching bone must be here. Okay, and the upper stretching bone must be here. Okay. Very nice. So let's also name it. Okay, so this will be a stretching controllers. Okay, gonna do stretching dot L. Gonna do stretching mid leg dot L. Stretching upper dot leg. Okay. Gonna do stretching dot lower dot leg dot L. Nice. Let's do the same in the lower leg. Let's hide this 2 bone deformation system. Okay, duplicate, scale it. Okay, uncheck the deform, subdivide 2 times. It's one cut, it's enough. Clear the parents, very nice. Let's unhide the 2 bone system. So also let me check. Yeah, we should switch direction. Perfect. So very nice. Let's name it. Canatara stretching dot lower leg dot upper lower. It's better. Upper dot lower dot leg. Okay. Control stretching lower dot leg dot L. Very nice. So now we have created stretching bones for the entire leg. Now let's parent. So let's unhide the foot rig, the socket rig, because this MCH upper leg parent solution was on that layer. So we need to parent the stretching upper leg controller to the MCH upper leg parent solution. So let's parent. And this mid stretching controller and the lower upper leg stretching controllers will be parented to the deformation upper leg. Now the lower leg stretching controllers will be parented to the lower leg deformation lower leg deformation bone. Okay, that was, let me delete these constraints that came. It's the duplication of our bones. Very nice. So now it's time for the constraints, but first let's create new collection and name it Streching controllers. Very nicely. Okay, let's remove it. Okay, we already have created 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 layers. Okay, now let's apply the constraints. So we select the MCH upper leg solution and the control stretching upper leg to copy location, rotation, and scale. Copy location, rotation, and scale. So the copy location will remain in workspace while the copy rotation in local space. Same with the copied scale. Local space. Oh. Now we choosing the mid stretching controller and clicking this deformation upper leg solution. Shift Ctrl C, stretch tool. Now you can see the bone is stretching. Now we need to we choosing again the stretching mid leg controller and we clicking the deformation upper leg solution 1. Shift Ctrl C, copy. Shift Ctrl C, copy location, copy rotation, and copy scale. Now the copy location remains in workspace while the copy rotation in local space. Same for copy scale. And now the upper lower leg stretching controller will copy the stretch. So you can see, as you can see. Let's repeat the process. Copy you can see here, copy location, copy rotation, copy scale. We always must remember that the damped track and the stretching constraint always must be in the lower stack, below the copy rotation, copy scale, and copy location. So copy location stays in vault space while the rotation in local space. Same for the scale. Let's check. Yeah, very nice. And this mid-lower leg stretching controller will stretch to this deformation lower leg solution. Very nice. Let's repeat. Copy location, copy rotation, copy scale. Okay, and the final stretching controller will stretch to this deformation low leg solution. So as you can see, our system is working, but if we want to stretch the entire leg, we must do these things, lot of movements, as you can see. But we need this middle stretching controller to copy the location in local space of the mid-low leg stretching controller and the upper stretching controller local space. So let's see what happens. And as you can see, by one bone, both stretching bones are coming together, but it's not evenly. So what we need is to reduce the influence. Let's say to 0.5 more, 0.4. It's better. The upper stretching controller, let's see, 0.55. It's better. Okay. So as you can see, we have a nice stretching system. Maybe it's lower. It's up to us. So we can play a very nice stretching system. Oh. And for this bones, we don't need. So we can do. They can do their job nicely. But we also need, while we rotate, let's say this stretching controller, to rotate this leg too. So so we click this, the upper stretching mid leg controller and this mid stretching lower leg controller, copy rotation. So let's see what happens. Okay, and as you can see, this bones rotates too, but we don't need this bones to rotate with full speed, so we want to reduce the influence. 0.3, it should be very nice. Good. Let's do the same thing for this. Let's click this controller, the stretching controller, and the other one, copy rotation in local space. Let's see. Let's reduce the influence. 0.3. Okay, that's much better. Okay, but we can also do for this copy rotation. No, not this. Copy rotation. Yeah, that's we're controlling the rotation of the midsection. Okay, that's That's also very nice to have. Okay. So we finished our stretching bone system. Let's reapply the weight painting with automatic weights, X mirror, keep transform. Let's see what we have to. As you can see, our bones are stretching. You can see we can choose the way we want. You can also play with the influence. Nice movements can happen. So another way to improve the deformation is to add the corrective smoothness. So let me show you the difference. Let's stretch and let's turn off corrective. You see, big difference. With weight painting too, with helper bones, I may do another part just for the tips to improve this kind of problems. Let's see if everything moves together. Yes. So this was our part 6. This was the full rigging tutorial for the legs. So I may do another part for adding custom shapes just for the visual of our rig, visual appearance of our rig. I will see. So and I may also do some, as I said, tips to improve some parts of the deformation for our legs. But from this foundation, okay, this is the foundation that most of the users, they must understand. If you understand this and you know how to build after that, it's pretty easy. So that was for today. Please subscribe if you like my video tutorials. Like, and see you on another day. So